Welcome back to the channel. My name's Brad. Today we're going to talk about what happens after a rate cut in the stock market. This is important to me. I've seen a lot of comments about the market's going to go down, it's going to do this, and everybody's speculating. Well, what does history actually tell us about the stock market? And I'm going to take more of a long-term approach to this. So without any further ado, let's get into the video and look at what history has told us about the stock market and rate cuts. This comes off of Ben Carlson's website. Link is in below. Highly recommends people going out and watching his stuff and reading about this and educating yourself. Over the long term, the stock market is always going to go up afterwards. It's 100%. The chart tells me in 5 years the market's going to go up. Short term, there's a probability that the market could go down. In 3 years, the probability goes back to it's probably going to go back up. I don't have a crystal ball, but I can tell you I like averages. If you haven't figured that out now, I like averages. I like looking at this stuff going, what's going to happen? All right? So I look at this going, don't panic. If I look at, the next one, the S&P 500 average total full returns after Fed cuts, year one, by year 5, you're just sitting there going, things are looking good again. There is a question about a recession. Are we going to go into a recession? I got a feeling that since things have changed in the marketplace, the recession of the 70s, when we were very heavy into manufacturing, was a bigger deal than the recession that happens today in a service industry. You got to remember, things have changed. Manufacturing has left the United States. We're more of a service industry. So it's not going to be huge. Will it affect everybody? Yes. Yes, it will. But don't panic. So that's my comments on this. So what happens when it does crash? Well, be ready. Whatever you do, don't sell. Don't sell. Don't panic. Please, we're income investors. We're doing this for income. If you have money set aside, and maybe you should be stacking a little bit, maybe my 80% is going into cash and waiting for the market to dip in a couple months. Nah, I'm just going to DCA myself right back into it. Matter of fact, I'm going to reinvest right back into all my funds. For the retirees out there, you might want to set aside a little rainy day bucket. Make sure that you're ready for market volatility, because in a 3-month time period, we may have some bad days. In a 2 or 3 day period, we might see 10% dips, but it could happen. But we saw what happened on the last dip. It immediately recovered. So let's not panic. And if it does go down, DCA in. Don't go all in on day 2 of the market going down. Maybe put half in. Maybe you wait till the next day and see what happens. All right. So make sure you DCA in to the market if it goes down. We don't know if it is or not, but I'm trying to address some of the panic and some of the comments. We know in a 5-year time period, it's a 100% win rate. If we look backwards looking, 5 years after a rate cut has always been a win. So let's not panic. Let's not sell all of our funds. That's the worst thing that you can do, is sell your funds during this time period. Maybe if you're into some high risk, and I'm going to say high risk not being income funds, they're more of hedges, personal opinion. If you're into some high risk funds, then maybe you need to take a little bit of money off the table. What I'm talking about, there is a couple VIX funds, not SFAL, but other funds that could have high volatility and could be devastating to the audience. You might want to think about de-risking those if you have them. SFAL, I won't call it 100% safe, but they did okay, and they rebounded. And they have a lot of other things going for them that they only play a small portion on that VIX. So don't panic. DCA in. Everything's going to be okay. And if you like this content, please give me a like, subscribe, add a comment below, and I hope this brought you some more value for your day. Until next time, God bless.